All right, now we're going to look at Chapter 5, Practice B, and we'll do number 7, which is the first one. So again, we're going to write our given and find. As we're reading the problem, we're going to chunk, because when we chunk like that, we don't miss any information. So it says a force of 6 times 10 to the 2 newtons is applied. So remember, an applied force is a push or a pull. So if I want, I can call that FA, but it's just the F. 6.00 times 10 to the 2 newtons is applied to a metal box to pull it 15 meters across the floor. The rope used to pull the box is held at an angle of 46 degrees. How much work is done? Now, before I start plugging numbers in, I want to conceptualize and visualize this problem. So I'm going to draw myself a little picture just to say what's going on here. So here's my box. Let's say I'm pulling with this force F. Now they told me this force is acting at an angle from the horizontal. So the box is moving horizontally across the floor, because when you pull a box like that across the floor, it's going to drag across the floor like I showed you pushing the cart, right? Now only the component of the force that's acting in the direction in which the object moves does the work. So if I look at this, and I'm just going to draw it real quick, this is going to be my horizontal component, x. From the head of that vector, this is the y. Only this horizontal component does the work. So I know the horizontal component is f cosine of theta. How do I know this is cosine? Because it's adjacent to this angle. Okay? So now my work is going to be FD cosine theta. Now the first question is, why didn't I put the D at the end? Because some of you might make the mistake and multiply the angle times the displacement and then put cosine in. So remember from math, this D has to go up here. Does everyone see that? You don't want to mess up the angle. So this is going to be 6.00 times 10 to the 2 newtons times 15 meters times the cosine of 46 degrees. Now let's watch how we're going to press the buttons on the calculator. Trying to put the lamp on, but it's not working. Something wrong with this remote. Alright, so now if we look at the buttons on the calculator, watch as I press the buttons. I'm going to press 46 cosine times 15 equals times 6 EE2 equals. So it says 6,251.9. So I'm going to write W is equal to 6,252, a newton times a meter, which is a joule. So in correct significant figures, 6.3 times 10 to the 3 joules. And that's my final answer. That's it.